Let me talk about something that may be uncomfortable. If you're over 40 and you're relying on hard work alone to push your career forward, you're probably being quietly passed over. And not because you're bad at your job or because you're being left behind, but because you're following a rule that no longer works. Work hard and you'll be rewarded used to be true, but in 2026, it's the fastest way to become invisible at your job. Hey everybody, if it's your first time here, welcome. My name's Paul. Thanks for watching. This channel is about my journey of becoming a full-time YouTuber in 365 days. But in parallel, I've gone through a major career shift. This is lining up to be the absolute best decade of my life. So I hope this helps, and I hope this helps you align if you're looking to pivot your career in the next year or two. Now, this advice didn't come from nowhere. For years, careers were slower, organizations were smaller, and visibility was just built in. If you stayed late, people noticed, solved some problems, and your boss would see it. If you were reliable, you moved up. Hard work and progress were tightly connected. And a lot of us built our identities around that idea, which is why it's so hard to accept that things have changed. Now, all modern companies are structured the same way. A large base of lower paid, hard-working employees doing all the heavy lifting, a middle tier of managers coordinating the work, and a small, highly paid leadership tier. As companies grew, work became distributed, managers got busier, and visibility quietly disappeared. Now add in remote work, email overload, constant reorgs, and managers managing too many people. Effort doesn't rise to the top anymore. It quietly disappears into the noise. Now here's the part that nobody wants to hear. Quietly working hard does not make you promotable. It makes you dependable right where you are. If you're not discussing your impact, you're signaling that your best value is execution and not leadership. Meanwhile, the younger workers are talking about their wins early, promoting their successes, and fiercely networking. Now, the younger workers aren't working any harder than you. They just understand the nature of self-promotion. So this shift hits a lot harder later in your career because you've been rewarded for the old rules for so long that it's hard to adjust. You were taught, don't self-promote. Let your work speak for yourself and be patient. And now you're told implicitly that you're solid, but you're not strategic and not leadership material. So this shift hurts a little bit more later in your career because you're used to being rewarded for all your old habits that no longer apply anymore. Because remember, you were taught, don't self-promote, let your work speak for yourself and be patient. And now you're being told implicitly that you're solid, but you're not leadership material and you're not strategic. Fortunately, this isn't a skill issue, it's a signaling issue, and that can be fixed. But remember, experience without visibility appears like stagnation. And the most important one is work where your impact is obvious. If you can't explain your contribution in one sentence that ties to growth, revenue, efficiency, and risk reduction, then it doesn't count, no matter how much effort it took. Remember, effort is private, impact's promotable. So what are we going to do instead? And remember, this isn't about being fake or obnoxious. It's about translating your work. So here's what we're going to do in 4 easy steps. Step number 1, document your wins. Keep it simple. Dates, outcomes, wins. Number 2, attach work to metrics. Even small wins can be framed as impact. Number 3, speak in outcomes, not effort. I stayed late means nothing, but I saved 18% in turnaround times last quarter means everything. And number 4, make your manager's job easier. If they can't explain your value in 1 minute, you don't have leverage. Remember, this is not about ego, it's about reframing. So if you've been working really hard and you feel invisible, you're not broken. You've just been trained for a system that no longer exists. Hard work still matters, it's just not enough anymore. When experience meets visibility, that's when careers move fast again. And that's the update we were never given. So if this video hit home, please consider subscribing. We're going to have a lot more videos about how to survive your 40s and 50s because it isn't easy. And remember, it's not about grinding hard, it's about being seen. Thank you for watching.